Hey folks, welcome into the News 12 Now desk. Thanks for joining us here just after 10 o'clock on this Friday morning. We've got a couple of things going on right now that we are going to stream for you guys here, give you a chance to watch live. One of them is the AU commencement ceremony, the first of two today for the undergrads. That one is getting started right now, and then in just a few minutes, Governor Henry McMaster is expected to call a special session for the General Assembly to come back to talk about an abortion bill for next week, among other things they can talk about, but that's kind of the big one. If you watched our story on that from this morning or yesterday, you know that that is a big thing that they are talking about right now, trying to get that done. They plan to be there for as long as it takes. That'll be next week, but the announcement is going to be today. Also, a new comptroller general is supposed to be sworn in. So if you remember, the last one resigned after a multi-billion-dollar mistake over a 10-year period. So that is also going to be starting up here in just a couple minutes. So we'll pull both of those up here. Let me get this, where my box is at. There we are. Okay. So on the left, we have the AU ceremony, and then on the right, we've got the South Carolina Governor McMaster announcement. So we'll put both of these up here, kind of pop back and forth between them maybe, and then I expect the South Carolina one to be much shorter, so once that one's done, we'll take the AU one full. But yeah, we'll just leave these up here and kind of pop back and forth.
Well, good morning. It is my pleasure to convene the Augusta University Spring 2023 Commencement Ceremony and to extend my sincerest welcome to family and friends, both here with us and those watching online, and most importantly, to our graduates for your event. This is a day filled with happiness, with pride, and in some cases, relief, and we are honored to celebrate it with you. I would also like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the critical role of the dean and faculty of each college and the critical role they provide in the success of our students. Their contributions truly make a significant difference. In addition, I'm privileged to share the platform today with members of the university's leadership and the elected faculty officer of the university's Senate, who together play an essential role in the shared governance of our institution. Well, it's now my privilege and special pleasure to introduce the individual who is first and foremost amongst that leadership. Ladies and gentlemen, the distinguished alumnus of both of our legacy institutions, the inaugural president of Augusta University, Dr. Brooks Keel.
Good morning, Jaguar Nation. I know it's early, folks. You got to do a little better than that. Good morning, Jaguar Nation. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Elena Usher, graduating today from the Pamplin College of Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences, will now lead us in the singing of the national anthem. Please remain standing for the presentation of colors, the national anthem, and the invocation.
As this gets started, this commencement, we've got Governor McMaster coming to the podium now on the right. So we're going to tune in kind of to both of them here and see if we can maybe listen in on Governor McMaster. His announcement shouldn't take long, so we'll pop in on that for a second, and then we'll still leave the AU commencement up if you're wanting to watch that, but we'll just kind of take a quick listen into Governor McMaster.
Okay, welcome, and we appreciate you coming. We have two announcements today, and the first concerns a special session. The second concerns an appointment. The General Assembly has made progress on a few items this year, such as a Certificate of Need repeal, restructuring the Department of Health and Environmental Control, school choice, passing the SHIELD law, and improving an incentive package for Scott Motors, bringing jobs and prosperity to the state. Excuse me, but they have not finished their business. The General Assembly did not close the revolving door for known criminals. That door remains open. They have not passed bond reform. They have not enhanced the criminal penalties for illegal gun possession by known criminals. That must be done. In addition, the General Assembly must complete the state budget, and they must pass legislation that stops our state from becoming a destination for abortions. Therefore, I am issuing the following executive order directing the General Assembly to return for a special session to complete the important business at hand. It reads as follows: Executive Order number 2023-13. Whereas on May 11th, 2023, the regular session of the General Assembly of the State of South Carolina adjourned sine die in accordance with Section 2-1-180 of the South Carolina Code of Laws as amended. And whereas the General Assembly passed legislation to address various important matters before adjourning sine die, and such legislation has been presented to the undersigned or will be presented to the undersigned upon ratification for review and consideration as to whether to approve said legislation or return the same for objections. And whereas, notwithstanding the foregoing, although the General Assembly has reached agreement on numerous budget-related matters and appointed a conference committee on House Bill 4300, which is the General Appropriations Bill, the General Assembly did not adopt, enroll, or ratify a General Appropriations Act for the 2023-2024 fiscal year, or pass a continuing resolution to otherwise provide for the continued operation of state government after the end of the current fiscal year in advance of the sine die adjournment. And whereas, because money drawn, quote, money drawn shall be drawn from the treasury of the state or the treasury of any political subdivisions only in pursuance of appropriations made by law, end of quote. South Carolina Code, Article 10, Section 8. The absence of General Appropriations Act for the upcoming fiscal year is a matter that requires the immediate attention of and action by the General Assembly prior to its next regular session. And whereas, while the General Assembly also made commendable progress on advancing some critical measures, legislation to enhance penalties for illegal gun possession, Senate Bill 474, which is the Fetal Heartbeat and Protection from Abortion Act, House Bill 3532, which is bond reform, and other matters of significant public importance remain unresolved and did not achieve consensus prior to the sine die adjournment. And whereas the undersigned has determined that it is necessary and appropriate for the General Assembly to convene in advance of its next regular session for purposes of promptly adopting a General Appropriations Act, passing the above referenced pending legislation, and presenting the same for the undersigned's consideration. And whereas Article 4, Section 19 of the South Carolina Constitution provides that, quote, the governor may on extraordinary occasions convene the General Assembly in extra session, end quote, and further provides that, quote, should either house remain without a quorum for 5 days or in case of disagreement between the two houses during any session with respect to the time of adjournment, he may adjourn them to such time as he shall think proper, not beyond the time of the annual session then next ensuing, end of quote. And whereas, pursuant to Article 4, Section 19 of the South Carolina Constitution, and in accordance with the authority and discretion conferred therein, The undersigned has determined that the foregoing and other circumstances constitute an extraordinary occasion, such that it is necessary and appropriate to convene the General Assembly in extra session at the earliest practicable opportunity. And whereas the undersigned has concluded that Tuesday, May 16th, 2023, is the earliest practicable opportunity to convene the General Assembly in extra session, and the undersigned does not anticipate that timely consideration and resolution of the aforementioned matters will require the General Assembly to remain in extra session beyond May 31st, 2023. Now, therefore, by the virtue vested in me as Governor of the State of South Carolina and pursuant to the Constitution and laws of this state and the powers conferred upon me therein, I hereby call an extra session of the General Assembly of the State of South Carolina to convene at the State House in Columbia, commencing at noon, Tuesday, May 16th, 2023. This order is effective immediately and shall remain in effect unless and until modified, amended, or rescinded by subsequent order. Given my hand and seal this great seal of the State of South Carolina this day, the 11th of May, 2023, signed by your Governor, Henry McMaster. And now for our second announcement. Today I'm appointing Mr. Brian J. Gaines.
So there you go. Governor McMaster just officially announcing that he was calling the General Assembly back for a special session. That's going to be Tuesday, May 16th, next Tuesday. So we can expect to hear a lot more from the State House in the coming week. So we'll tune back into the AU announcement now, or the AU commencement ceremony rather, take that up full and just let that one play out for a while.
You can be the smartest person in the room, but if you can't communicate effectively, then you will never win. To improve your communication skills, consider volunteering to lead discussions at work, joining Toastmasters, or speaking at industry conferences. Lesson 2, be a lifelong learner. Before I finished my degree, I took a certification boot camp where we had a full week of instruction followed by taking the certification exam. The instructor said something that has stuck with me to this day. When you pass the exam, don't just stop there. Consider this a license to learn more. Keep going, be a lifelong learner. This fundamentally changed my mindset forever. I often ask my daughters, what did you learn today? Sometimes I intentionally ask that question during summer vacation, and I get the obligatory eye roll, followed by, Dad, it's summertime, we're not in school. To which I respond, you need to take responsibility for your education. You need to learn something new every single day of your life. Recently, my wife went back to college. She didn't have to, but she wants to. There's a huge difference between have to and want to. I'm incredibly proud of her for wanting to challenge herself. Each of you have worked very hard for your degree, and you should be proud of your accomplishment. But if you stop here, you won't be taking full advantage of all the opportunities that this degree affords you. This is your license to learn. Be a lifelong learner. That might mean going back to Augusta University for a master's or doctorate, or that might mean certifications in your chosen field, or that might mean just challenging yourself to learn something new every single day of your life. Lesson 3, begin with the end in mind. Early in my career, I was unsure of my direction or what my real goals were. My thinking was mostly short-term or maybe only 1 or 2 years down the road. Then I read Stephen Covey's 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. One of those 7 habits is begin with the end in mind. Here's an example. I was going through a series of professional certifications that would have taken a few years to complete. I began to ask myself the question, after I complete all of these certifications, what next? At that moment, I realized my true long-term goal and that those certs wouldn't really help that much with that long-term goal. I had been so focused on short-term goals that I never stopped to think about long-term goals. That realization freed me up to focus on things that mattered for the long term. What about you? When you retire, what do you want your list of accomplishments to be? Constantly reevaluate where you are, where you want to be, and what's the best way to get from here to there. Lesson 4, initiative isn't given, you take it. Seth Godin is a prolific author and blogger. One of my favorite blog posts of his is initiative isn't given, you take it. The moment I began taking initiative in my job is when things started happening in my career. Stop waiting for an invitation, stop making excuses, take initiative, and get it done. Lesson 5, don't get complacent. I stayed at my first full-time job for 8.5 years. It was a good first job, and I got to take on a lot of different responsibilities. But I became complacent. I had conquered all of the challenges in that organization and was just on cruise control. There was nothing left for me to learn there, so I was simply going with the flow. I got comfortable and stayed too long. If you ever find yourself in an organization where you're no longer growing, it's time to move on. Don't get complacent. Lesson 6, get involved in the community. Once I decided to move on from my first job, I can't tell you how many jobs I applied for that never worked out. Every single one of the jobs that did work out over the course of my career was through somebody I knew because I got involved with my community. For introverts like me, this is difficult and outside of our comfort zone, but it is absolutely vital for the health of your career. There are many ways you can do this. You can get involved with the university alumni program, industry conferences, civic groups, church groups, or charities. Lesson 7, find your dream job, and if you can't find it, create it. I've had many different jobs over the years. Some were good, some were great, and some were, let's just say, meh. Eventually, I realized that my perfect job was being my own boss. I minored in business, and I wanted to start my own business, but I had that imposter syndrome that we all face from time to time. The feeling that I can't do this, I'm not smart enough, I'm gonna look like a fool. Don't allow imposter syndrome to control your career. Find your dream job or start your dream company. Lesson 8, push through the dip. After starting my business, there were several times when things looked bleak. Cash reserves getting low, new business not coming in, existing customers paying late. I'll admit that I was tempted to just give up and throw it all away. But I remembered a Seth Godin blog post talking about pushing through the dip. I pushed and we made it through. Everybody experiences setbacks from time to time. Push through the dip. Don't give up. Follow your dreams. Lesson 9, you don't have to leave Augusta. Growing up here, most of my childhood friends couldn't wait to get out of Augusta. And I always figured that if I wanted to get a great job or if I wanted to start a great company, I would have to move to Atlanta or Charlotte or some other city. But I stayed here and had amazing jobs and have been privileged to start an amazing company working with clients all around the world, and where more than half of our staff live right here in the Augusta area. Lesson 10, be a good person. It's quite easy for me to get hyper-focused on business and forget about the important things in life, like family and friends. I can even rationalize my workaholism by saying that I'm providing for my family. But when we rationalize, we are just telling ourselves rational lies. Fortunately, I have an amazing wife who gently nudges me back in the right direction when I get off track. You can have an amazing career, but without relationships, what's the purpose? Remember to spend time with friends and family. In closing, I am incredibly excited for what awaits you. You're about to begin an amazing journey. You're about to change your life and the lives of those around you. You're about to improve our community, our country, and our world. Go Jags!
Thank you very much, Mr. Burks, for your message today and what incredible advice for us all. It's now my pleasure to recognize Dr. Neil McKinnon, the Augusta University Executive Vice President for Academic Affairs and Provost.
Well, thank you, President Keel. And before we begin the presentation of candidates, we'd like to take a moment to recognize the hard work of our students graduating with honors today. Augusta University awards undergraduate degrees with honors to students who have met specific standards of academic excellence in the classroom as measured by a grade point average of 3.5 and higher. Students graduating with honors today have a special cord in AU blue and gray to signify the special academic achievement. Would all the students graduating with honors today please stand to be recognized? Everyone, please join me in congratulating our honor students. Thank you. You may be seated. Well, and now it's the part that you've been waiting for, the presentation of the candidates for graduation. To ensure that all graduates are able to hear their names and all guests are able to see their graduate, please remain seated during the presentation of the graduates. As a display of respect for all graduates and as a courtesy to others, we request that members of the audience remain throughout the whole ceremony. President Keel will confer degrees after all the candidates for graduation have been presented. You will note, though, I didn't ask you to remain silent. Today is a celebration, so as your graduate crosses the stage, feel free to cheer, yell. If anybody has a cowbell, that's okay as well. We're looking forward to hear those screams of joy and other expressions. So at this point, to get things started, will the degree candidates for the College of Allied Health Sciences please stand and come forward? So the College of Allied Health Sciences, led by Dean Lester Pretlow, was established in 1968 for the purpose of educating allied health professionals for the state of Georgia. Today, we graduate therapists, technicians, administrators, managers, and assistants in a wide variety of disciplines to help address the growing workforce needs of complex healthcare systems. And now, Dean Pretlow will present the degree candidates from the College of Allied Health Sciences.
Thank you, Provost McKinnon. I have the honor of presenting for the appropriate degrees those persons who have been recommended by the faculty of the College of Allied Health Sciences for graduation. The College of Allied Health Sciences, training everyday heroes.
Justa Kabamba Bondo. Alexia Nicole Bonds. Jasmine A. Bush. Claire Rachel Colson. Naya Simone Dottin. Madeline Avery Duteau. Ian Hammock. Maria Rose Elena Hernandez. Destiny Hills. Erica M. Johnson. Haley Sierra Kennedy. Annabelle Christine O'Keefe. Amanda LaFontaine Peters. Tiana Ross. Adrian Sherman. Aubrey Lee Snook. Kristen Turner. Anna Marie Williams. Henry P. Young. Maria Petra Duran Basso. Abigail Bentley. Kelly Lee Carpenter. Carolyn Collins. Caroline Dudish. Brianna Emery. Jewel Love Flanagan. Eleanor Grace Hansen. Tori Hayes. Madison Alexandra Hooks. Arnav Jain. Haley Marie Jameson. Maya A. Johnson. Luke Marinock. Sherry Janelle Millington. Cheyenne Caitlin Parker. Shivam Patel. Ujwal P. Patel. Laura Claire Pond. Kate Lynn Quintero. Daisy Miranda Ruiz. Laura Sanchez. Rebecca Tappendick. Daisy Nellie Tehran. Kelly Lamb Tran. Alexia Villarreal. Brittany Wallin. Riley Williams. Sarita Renee Adams. Modupeola Adeboyega. Corinne Maria Barnes. Aaliyah Harden. Kainisha Ashante Moore Richardson. Kelly L. Olson. Elizabeth Maud Patton. Brianna L. Reed. Abby L. Tudor. Grace Williams. Olaide Elizabeth Williams. Morgan Alexandra Autry. Kira Barr. Tatiana Crystal Barone. Jessie Ray Blackshire. Isabella Bloomfield. Haley Brown. Emily Carlock. Fabiola Garcia. Dixie Hill. Jayla Mary Hollis. Gavin Patrick Lewis. Brianna Elmita McMullen. Deja Kalani Outlaw. Megan Riley Pond. Heba M. Saeed. Joelle Triaga. Ryan M. Zamperini. Lakendra Ali Anderson. Kenya Yoretzi Bobadilla. Shatiria Shantae Brooks. Emery Mysania Daggett. Jaya Tamia Early. Margaret Olivia Green. Elaine N. Keiss. Jacob Lacrimosa. Dalton McPhee. Amanda K. Millsap Perry. Kyra Lynn Powers. Catherine Nicole Wolfe. Aldriana G. L. Young.
All right, well, at this time, will the degree candidates from the College of Education and Human Development please stand and come forward? The College of Education and Human Development, led by Dean Judy Wilson, prepares students for undergraduate and graduate levels for careers in education and kinesiology. Students complete coursework that is based upon relevant research and best practices and incorporates field and clinical experiences. Committed to excellence, the College of Education and Human Development prepares teachers, counselors, administrators, and kinesiologists to serve diverse populations in a wide variety of educational and health settings. And Dean Wilson, I've also heard, we heard some great cheering there from the College of Allied Health Sciences, but I've heard that the friends and family of your college are particularly gifted at cheering. Is that true?
I've heard the same thing. I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out. So now at this time, Dean Wilson will present the degree candidates from the College of Education and Human Development.
Thank you, Provost McKinnon. I have the honor of presenting for the appropriate degrees those persons who have been recommended by the faculty of the College of Education and Human Development for graduation. Our candidates represent our institutional values and are difference makers.
Isabel Burke. Alan Chavez Ramirez. Jasmine A. Coleman. Tiffany M. Cox. Lauren Elizabeth Giles. Taylor Nicole Hudson. Emily Ann Humphrey. Addison Emily Kernigan. Sharon Brandy Lamb. Nichelle T. Lemon. Tierra Dancole Bradshaw Moss. Fallon Maureen Parker. Courtney Faye Paris. Nicole E. Reynolds. Samuel Blake Talent. Ellie McKay Whitman. Destiny Lakia Anicia Williams. Chloe E. Wilson. Nancy Noemi Adame. Stanley Agbanyo Boafo. Brandon Paul Burmeister. Jasper Stephen Dubberly. Kelsey M. Duval. Bailey Caroline Edenfield. Jessica Del Carmen Florido. Karen Jasmine Garcia. Caroline P. Gibson. Garrett Andrew Hashem. Mervyn Jajika. Rebecca Jones. Kyneth Renee Kierty. Nicoletta M. Kuntakis. Hunter C. Marion. Maggie C. McNair. Tiffany Rebecca Mullis. Alondra Ochoa. Ashi N. Patel.
Maribel Torres Prieto.
Shelby Sanregret. David Hugh Schuler. DeAndre Imani Keola Watson. Avery Jane Wheeler. John Vladimir White. Samantha Zittrauer.
All right, well, at this time, will the degree candidates from the College of Science and Mathematics please stand and come forward? The College of Science and Mathematics, led by Dean John Sutherland and represented this morning by Associate Dean Kathy Tugman, provides students with strong foundations in the sciences and mathematics, as well as preparation for careers, citizenship, and a lifelong love of learning. The college is committed to promoting scientific inquiry and discovery, and to creating opportunities for intellectual growth and community involvement. And now, Associate Dean Kathy Tugman will present the degree candidates from the College of Science and Mathematics.
Thank you, Provost McKinnon. I have the honor of presenting for the appropriate degrees those persons who have been recommended by the faculty of the College of Science and Mathematics for graduation.
Andreana Elizabeth Adams. Natalie Adams. Stephanie T. Adebola. Karen Aikionbari. Priscilla Toluwanimi Ajala. Fariha Akhtur. Taqwa Ali. James T. Allen. Amina Ali. Holly Danielle Oksher. Kirsten Labrador Bias. Richard Elliott Baker, Jr. Sandra I. Bangiev. Jaden Lamissa Banks. Josiah D. Barnes. Wayne Benson. Alexander James Brady. Cassidy Page Bramlett. Theodore Alexander Briscoe. Tahani Saki Burt. Ty Kiahi Carter. Julio Cesar Chavez. Yenalise Checo. Anna Ever Siriaco. Samantha Bailey Cornett. Mariah R. Cross. Sarah E. Cummings. Godfrey Kester D'Souza. Samaria M. Douglas Allen. Sydney Danielle Dunning. Alexis Mache Abike Ezani. Alyssa Mae Brown Findley. Abigail Lorraine Flint. Mikael Gamal. Quentin Thomas Gibson. Jules Gouron. Hannah Catherine Graham. Lauren N. Green. Star Groves. Deanna Lee Gunnels. Haven Lee Helton. Kaylee L. Hendricks. Allison Michelle Harrington. Sydney Danielle Higdon. Melvin Jamal Hilson. Kevin Robert Homer. Chloe M. Johnson. Rohan Kapuria. Cheyenne Min Nu Kent. Justin M. Ketchum. Kang Q. Kaylee Han Clausen. Krishna Nachiket Kaluri. Deanna Kuhianidze. Anna Elizabeth Lane. Rebecca Lang. Gabrielle Yvonne Lawrence. Catherine Michelle Lynn. Julie A. Lucas. Kennedy Deshay Manning. Joseph Lansdale McElmurray. Cassandra McNeese. Marissa K. Meeks. Lizbeth Flores Mendez. Colin G. L. Miller, Jr. Samarth Mishra. Sanya Ijar Hussein Momin. Jade Monique Moore. Jordan Alexander Moriton. Fallon Alyssa Morgan. Malika Latrice Murray. Mia F. Murria. Tara Wren Newell. Ni Na No. Lin V. Nguyen. Mpaso Joy Onyekachi. Eduardo Ortiz. Logan D. Willett. Deanna P. Pacheco Perdomo. Anna Parvianen. Sahil Patel. Sita J. Patel. Stami J. Patel. Utsav Paul. Yasmin Simone Pavri. Alyssa Addison Perry. Julie Fan. Nathaniel A. Poole. Michaela M. Preston. Manvi Punakolu. Rithik Kathor Reina. Haley Celeste Ramos. Juan Paulo Reyes. Charles Colt Rimby, Jr. Anna Marie Rock. Elizabeth A. Rogers. Peyton Leanne Rybacki. Sophia Samuel. Mark Shearer. Kaylee Dominique Smith. Summer Lee Smith. Shelton Gregory Swint. Ethan Michael S.V. Tebed. Bianca Tubalinal. Tavia Vance. Andrew M. Vincent IV. Emma C. Vital. Cheyenne Nicole Voorhees. Trin Vong. Raven Alexandria Washington. Christine T. Williams. Garrett Zills.
Well, this time, will the degree candidates for the School of Computer and Cyber Sciences please stand and come forward? The School of Computer and Cyber Sciences, led by Dean Alexander Schwartzman, was established in 2017 to address critical demands of society in the fields of computing, cybersecurity, and information technology through educational programs and research. The school instills excellence in scholarship and educates a diverse student body on the scientific, engineering, social, and ethical facets of the field. The school cultivates strong research across its computer science, information systems, security, and cyber systems engineering disciplines, and it serves the state, country, and its public and private sectors through active engagement and outreach. And now, Dean Schwartzman will present the degree candidates from the School of Computer and Cyber Sciences.
Thank you, Provost McKinnon. And now, the main event, the School of Computer and Cyber Sciences. President Keel, I am proud to present for the appropriate degrees these cybersecurity experts, computer scientists, information technologists, and cyber systems engineers who have been recommended by the faculty of the School of Computer and Cyber Sciences for graduation.
Adabe Abasi. Peter James Browning. Eamon Chadley. Wang Ho Chiu. Liana Monique David. Edward J. Doby. Elisha Eamon Ebanks. Michael A. Edwards. Jarquavion DeTore Ellison. Angelica Sierra Golphin. Rebecca Habersham. Sean Hart. Gabriel Michael Joseph Horton. Justice Howley. Manuel M. Jajika. Tyler Matthew Kearns. Dominic Wayne Klein. Peter Dylan Kraft. Colin S. Larimore. Genevieve Lucas. Jamie Ann Mateer. Corey Thomas Matthews. Mary Elizabeth Murphy. Canny Wen. Andrew J. Rowe. Pavanjot Singh Sani. Trajan J. Salinas. Braden Maxwell Smith. CJ H. Tran. Katrina A. Vizentainer. Thomas Joseph Wall. Jason Tyler Weeks. Sierra Williams. Darby R. Wills. Joyce A. Wilson. Patrick Waddell. Caleb Werku. John Andre Yalch, Jr. Ian Gerard Yell. Asia Marnay Bonham. Zachary Andrew Hubble. Trey Wood McCrickard. Sunisa K. Padumsiatvong. Garrison B. Ramsey. Joshua C. Roden.
All right, well, before we confer the degrees officially, I also want to recognize two deans with us today that don't have any students participating in the ceremonies. You might be wondering, how is that possible? Well, I'm sure if many, if not all of you, have spent time accessing either digital resources or have studied in the libraries on our campus, which mean that you've been around this first dean and his team's work. Please join me in thanking our inaugural Dean of Libraries, Brad Warren, for being here today. Well, additionally, another dean joining us today, while he doesn't have any students participating in today's ceremony, we look forward to celebrating the first graduates of Augusta University Online that will be starting up this fall. Please join me in thanking our Dean of Augusta University Online, Dr. Mark Austin, for being with us today. All right, well, this is it. Will all the candidates for all the degrees please rise? So, Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates for bachelor's degrees. They have completed all the requirements and have been recommended by our faculty for graduation.
By the authority of the state of Georgia, vested in the Board of Regents and by them delegated to me, I confer upon each of you the degree for which you have been recommended, admitting you to all its rights, privileges, and responsibilities. Congratulations. You may be seated. At this time, would Lieutenant Colonel Matthew Miller, Chair of the Augusta University Department of Military Science, and Cadet Darby Wills please come forward to conduct the Army Officer's Oath of Office. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we are honoring the achievements of 12 Augusta University students who will commission as officers in the United States Army tomorrow morning. Cadet Wills stands as a representative of this outstanding class of cadets who have completed the ROTC program at Augusta University. Graduating today from the School of Computer and Cyber Sciences, Cadet Wills was chosen as one of 70 cadets nationwide to join the Cyber Corps upon commissioning. He will now take the oath of office to begin his career as a United States officer.
Cadet Wills, repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Darby Ross Wills,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support and defend
that I will support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same,
and allegiance to the same,
that I take this obligation freely
that I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
and that I will well and faithfully
and that I will well and faithfully
discharge the duties
of
the office upon which I'm about to enter.
I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
Thank you, sir.
Our Student Government Association conducted a selection process among the graduating students to identify a student speaker for today's ceremony. Jasmine Coleman, a graduate today from the College of Education and Human Development, was selected by her peers to bring greetings on behalf of the graduating class.
Good morning. It is an honor to be here with you today. I'd like to begin by sharing a note one of my third grade students wrote to me. Dear Ms. Coleman, I am so thankful for your help and guidance. I will never forget my time in your class. You helped me think bigger. I truly appreciate your time. I love you, Ms. Coleman. When my student came to my desk and handed me this out of the blue, tears were flowing down my face before I knew it. Being a first-year teacher is truly as hard as they say it is, But this one act of kindness from an 8-year-old confirmed that not only am I doing what God called me to do, but that I am making a difference in my students' lives. This is my why. This is my reason. This is what keeps me going, even on those days when I feel like I am in over my head. I love what I do. I would not have been able to discover I needed a why had it not been for my amazing academic experience at Augusta University. Being a student teacher has prepared me for a fulfilling career inside the classroom and for this very moment. Outside the classroom, I have gained an immediate family of sorority sisters and fellow members of Black Greek letter organizations who have become some of my closest friends, many of whom have helped guide me on the journey to discovering my why. They also dragged me to some of the most lit parties and cookouts ever. Hashtag, if you know, you know. My question for you today is, what is your why? What keeps you going on those days when you feel like quitting? As I matriculated through college, I pondered the legacy I wanted to leave after graduating. My biggest takeaway from college is that it taught me the importance of following your dreams. Life is one giant maze. Mazes are both simple and complex, and it is up to us to discover our path. You will get stuck along the way, but I encourage you to keep pushing forward and leave your mark despite the odds. Sometimes we must step back and try something else until we succeed. It may be a challenge initially, but I want you to remember that at the end of your maze, your why awaits you. And once you discover your true calling in life, it will all be worth the wait. You may ask yourself, how do I find my why while still stuck in this maze? Here's what I did. I found my why by stepping out of my comfort zone. I told myself, no matter what, win or lose, at least I tried. I leaned on the help of my family, best friend, line sisters, and my amazing mentor and Augusta University alumna. As we walked across this stage today, we became members of the Alumni Association. We are joining a group of over 60,000 individuals that are scattered across the globe, making an impact on the world. I encourage you to stay involved with Augusta University. Our Alumni Association will be a great way to make new friends, see old ones, and help stay connected with the university. Congratulations and best wishes to all of you. Now, will all of the graduates from the class of 2023 please stand? As a symbol of your graduation and transition to alumni status, you may now turn your tassel from the right to the left, signifying the completion of your degree.
Please be seated. I'd like to point out that Jasmine is currently a teacher at Coben Elementary teaching 3rd grade. And her 3rd grade students are watching this event live stream today. Jasmine, I can't think of a more fitting and appropriate role model and a representative of this university than you, because now those kids can see what this is really
Recording stopped.